Okay, so here we are. Okay, now we're back there. Let me just check something here. Sorry, just want to check that everything is working fine. Okay, so that's fine. So we got that. Good morning to you all. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. When Buhari yesterday, many of you would have seen it. Firstly, have you noticed something about the look on Buhari's face? Let me get another video of recent Buhari out. When we say that we're not sure which Buhari it is, people will say we are talking nonsense. When we say we are not sure which Buhari it is, let me just do something. I want to see which Buhari this one is. So, good morning, Dolapo of Ashikwe and Nuruddin Shino. Good morning to you all. As you're coming in, please do share this broadcast. We very much appreciate your help and support. Now, so now they are now telling us stories. These guys are telling us a bunch of lies. They cannot face the fact of what they've done, and they're trying to come up with. They know they cannot. Many of their lies are coming out, and we're exposing it. So they are lying to us. Now let me just see a recent picture. Buhari Buhari interview on channels. Let me just see if I can get that out. I want to show you something on channels. Let's see if it's the same person. So now, I don't know if it's me or not. Now, this person here and the person that is here are two different people. So let me look at this one. Now, I'm going to play the video of Buhari. He failed to show up in Zamfara yesterday. So he started making excuses that, he couldn't go to Zamfara. So he basically failed to show up. Now let me put this. Please, as you're watching, do subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Facebook, it's not reliable at the minute. When I try and go on Facebook, it actually crashes my system down. So I don't know what it is that they've done, but I'm going to be back again. And Facebook have actually taken me off the list. So if you were to go on Facebook, if I go live, you wouldn't see me because Facebook does not give us it has decided to block it. But that's okay. So let me just put it on here. I'm going to put, please join Citizen AY on Facebook, on YouTube, on my Facebook channel, so people can join me. So, and we can just talk a little bit about a few things. And I will try as much as possible to cover, various issues. Not least, there are issues. You can tell that those who we elected into office, they have different priorities than what we the citizens have. There are many lies that we're being told, and we should ask questions. We should always be asking questions. We have the right to ask questions. We must, in fact, it is our duty to ask questions. If we want, you see, the job of any citizen is to hold their governance to account. In Nigeria, they've turned it upside down. The job of every government is to oppress the citizens. That is what they have done. They are oppressing us in our own land. This is yet more reason why we need to go for Yoruba nation, Biafra nation, or Igbo nation, Middle Belt nation, whatever we want to call ourselves. We have that right. And also, I also add, if we do not take charge of our own security, they will just watch us die whilst they continue to loot the money that belongs to us, the people. So I want to and oppress us, and I want to speak about the oil refinery nonsense. It's a bunch of lies. Many of those who have got oil refineries, who have got oil blocks, they have built refineries in places like South Africa, in Niger, in other places. And they are exporting our oil out under the guise of subsidy, sending it to their companies, and then importing it back in, and then charging us. So they're getting money on two fronts. So that subsidy, I guarantee you, when we are able to have refineries that are working locally, the price of oil will drop below when they even provide the subsidy, because we are, you see, when you are giving subsidy and you are having to get the oils to go, the oil transported outside of the country and back in, that's double costs on top of the oil, the cost of the oil itself. And that is what is happening to us. This is why we need to separate from contractual Nigeria. Please don't forget, I urge you, defend and support, depend and protect yourself against this bunch of marauders, bunch of looters, bunch of crooks who are in power and intent on oppressing and suppressing us in our land. And these are the facts. And we have to be very, very clear about why we're saying what we're saying. Because the injustice is too much. The injustice is just too much. And we have to really say it as it is. So I urge you all, if you can, please join me. If I go and post on Facebook now, Facebook will start breaking down. It will start collapsing, and I will not be able to broadcast to you for even 5 minutes, because it will just simply lock everything out. So I'm not even going to attempt it now, because Facebook have decided to drop the yeah, exactly. This is fake Buhari. Exactly, it's fake Buhari. But Dolapo Fashikwe, you're absolutely right. Nuruddin Shino, good morning to you. And the others, those of you who have joined, please, I urge you all, encourage other people to subscribe and share Citizen AY on YouTube, because Facebook are deliberately bringing down the numbers. They are working, the Nigerian government have got to them so that they don't want us to speak truth to power, as we do on this platform. Now let's watch this video.
My dear people of Zamfara State, it pains me that I can no longer be with you today as I had planned. I had just finished what I came to do in Sokoto at the Bua Cement facility and looking forward to meeting you. I have been told that the trip cannot hold anymore because of bad weather, which has made it impossible for the helicopter to fly to Gusau from Sokoto. I understand how you feel about this development, but I know that you will agree with me that Allah knows best.
Allah knows best. This is nothing to do with Allah. You are telling me that as a president of a country, because you say it is foggy outside, the helicopter, for the helicopter cannot fly you down. Why not use the road, though? Do we even know if it's a real Buhari? Let me just do something 1 second. So
I particularly sympathize with your governor, Bello Matolle, and his cabinet, who have put everything in place to make the visit.
Now, I want you to, I'm going to pause it there for a second. Look at those eyes, right? Look at that face. So then I'm going to bring you another one. Yeah, you're right. God bless you too, Nuruddin Shino. God bless you. Now, let me show you one more thing. Please subscribe to Citizen AY as you're joining us. Let us there is a video that I wanted to show. Where is it? Now, I want you to look at this one. I don't know, but I just want you to look at the face. Let me see the face of this man, because this, sorry, so let me just skip now. I want to try and find, no, it's not it. Okay, no, okay, 1 minute, I just want to make sure. Now, let's do this now. Now, please tell me, maybe it's me, are they the same man? Is the man you are seeing, are they the same? I don't know. I'm just asking. Are they the same? I don't know. Because I don't even know what to say anymore. I know they will say it's a non-starter, this and that, but listen to his tone. Oh, let me continue. I'll bring it back again and I'll play it afterwards. Let me go.
A successful one. I look forward to a more weather-friendly period when I will visit you. Security agencies are to sustain the onslaught against terrorists, restrict cross-border boundary infiltrations, and all unauthorized access to the gold mines in the state. The federal government and the Zamfara state government are working to ensure that peace returns to all parts of the state in the shortest possible time, and we expect all citizens to cooperate and support the armed forces and other security agencies. God bless the people of Zamfara.
Look at that face. Let us hear this voice of this one. So now let us hear the voice of this one for a little while. Sorry, wrong one. I picked the wrong one up. Now let us hear the voice on this one. 1 minute. I just want to just hear the voice.
Dealt with that problem.
Now let's say it's here.
On the minds of an average person.
In the localities. For example, there were 2 governors that came to see me about problem, and I don't mind saying that the governors of...
Now, just look at that face. Oh, I don't know. Honestly speaking, I genuinely don't know, but that's just not me, you know. I don't know. But I genuinely am just asking. I just don't know. What do you think? Let's hear the voice of this one again. Let me just hear the voice
against terrorists,
now.
Restrict cross-border boundary infiltrations, and all unauthorized access to the gold mines in the state.
Now, okay. So now let's go back to the other one. Now let's bring this one. Now let's listen to this one.
Oyo State and the governor of this other state in Ondo, not Ondo, Oyo State and one other state. I said, because the herders were in their forests, but the animals were going into the neighboring farms and eating the crop. I said, as far as I know, the farmers and the herders have been coexisting in Nigeria.
Nonsense. The man is talking nonsense, by the way. But just looking at the body language. Let's listen to this one.
The federal government and the Zamfara state government are working to ensure that peace returns to all parts of the state in the shortest.
Now, let me just pause it there. I want to just pause it. I mean, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I don't know. I don't know where we're going in that contraption. Anyway, what is important in all of this? I'm just looking at the face, and there is something that I don't know. To be honest, I just don't know. But it's worth questioning what is being put before us. You got eyes. You draw your own conclusions. So anyway, we put that down to one side. I don't want to spend too much time on that. So now,
possible time, and we expect
please subscribe to
all
Citizen
citizens
AY
to
on
cooperate
YouTube.
and
Facebook
support the armed
games.
forces
If I try and go on
and
it will
other
knock me out
security
again.
agencies.
So
God bless the people of Zamfara state.
So they are always complaining, and always he never supports the rights of the southern states to defend themselves, to stop Fulani terrorists or bandits or whatever you want to call them from killing our people. And to date, his government has refused. Show me one Fulani man that has been arrested and jailed for killing of a southerner. Show me one. You won't find it. So now, going back to what happened yesterday, he couldn't fly. He said because of bad weather, he couldn't fly. He couldn't fly to... Exactly. They've changed him twice. This is it. Thank you, Dolapo. So please do share this broadcast. Continue to... You are absolutely... I agree with you. We don't know which is which. And this is... One day, all of this will come out. You see, they say... There's a saying in Yoruba, Tí irọ́ bá gbéra fún ẹgbẹ̀rún ọdún, òótọ́ á bá lọ́jọ́ kan. when a lie runs and goes ahead for 1,000 years, truth will catch up with him in just one day, him or her in one day. And that is what we need to stick on. That is why I on this platform, on Citizen AY, we speak truth to power, nothing else. We're not interested in tittle tattle. We're not interested in conjecture. We try and bring to you information about these fraudsters in government. And as far as we are concerned, we will not relent in our effort to expose the lies of this fraudulent governance. What we'd like very much from you is to please continue to subscribe to Citizen AY, and let's build this platform on YouTube, because Facebook they've been compromised somewhat by the government of Nigeria. If you say anything about the government, they start telling you you're lying, you're spreading false rumor. For example, I spoke about the fact that in 2018, Amosun built this fraudulent rice pyramid. You all remember that rice pyramid? And I said now in 2022, the government is doing the same thing. So, and they were saying to me that I was saying that that picture was of the picture of Amosun in 2018 was of the 2022, which is not the case. Facebook blocked me. Anytime you say anything, we ask excuse about somebody else talking about an European man talking about the fact that they believe that this man here is not who he seems and everything else. Next minute, Facebook blocked me. All I am saying is this: we will continue to speak truth to power. We mustn't allow these fraudsters to oppress and suppress us in the land. And I want to say something. We need to defend ourselves in our communities. And here's why. Here's why. Now, let me make this smaller. I want you to look at this other picture that I have for you. Not this one. No. Not this one. Okay, here we go. Now, look, if you are continuing to depend, if any of you have any intention of depending on the political crooks in power, if you have any intention of depending on the political crooks in power, exactly, I'm sure, yeah, he will never let it go on like this. You're right, Dolakbo. He will never. Now, Southerners in particular, your politicians, they are in it for their pockets. They're not in it for you. This is why we have to go for vigilante groups across the South. We need vigilante groups across the South. Every Southern community must protect themselves, because the political leaders in the South, they are in it for their pockets. They don't care about your life. Let me show you the video. This was in Ekiti. They were fighting themselves over nominations. They were fighting themselves over nominations in Ekiti. They sent people in. You saw that they were sending some army to go and fight. There's some pictures of some army that was being some people that they went with cutlass guns. And these people, they should be protecting the lives of Southerners. They should be doing everything they can to give you vigilante, but they're not. Watch this. Watch. This is in Ekiti. The politicians are supposed to be fighting for the citizens. They are fighting among themselves for 2023 elections. They don't care about you being killed. This is why we are talking about vigilante groups. Don't wait for any politician. Don't wait for House of Reps, local chairman, senator, spokesman. Don't wait for any of them. They are not taking the responsibility to protect your life. Oh. You must protect your own life. I urge you to make sure you set about protecting your own life, because these guys, they will not do it for you. They don't care about your life. They really couldn't care less. And I want you to really understand that. They couldn't care less what happens to your life. They don't care. They really don't care. Oh, shoot. Okay. 1 minute, please. Oh. What happened? Okay. So, sorry. 1 second, please. I'm just going to check something. Make sure it's working. Yeah. So they don't care. So I want you to just be very aware of that. Be conscious of that fact. So Please continue to share this broadcast. Look, I'm going to play this now. This was in Ekiti. They were sending in, I think there was something to do with Sheyi Makinde and others were involved in all of this. They were sending in people where these people cannot protect your life as Fulanis are killing you. But when it comes to political positions, they will use the army and the military and the security agents to fight themselves, whilst they allow the Fulani terrorists or the bandits to be killing you. This is why we need to go for vigilante groups across the South. Now let's watch the video. Let's start again from the beginning. Watch now. This is in Ekiti, by the way. You see that? See how they're fighting themselves. This is for the 2022 election nominations, though. That's what they're doing. You see? They're fighting themselves. Your life means nothing to them. These political crooks don't care about your life. These political crooks, they don't care about your lives. They don't care. They have no care about your life. And I want you to be aware of that. Vigilante groups, it is our responsibility in every community across the South that we begin to protect our own lives. Set up vigilante groups. You cannot change anything if you are not alive. And these people do not care about your lives. Their job is to, in every constituency, there was a woman abducted 2 days ago in Ekiti. I doubt that there has been no contact from the House of Reps for that constituency. There has been no talk from the senator from that constituency about the abduction. They know that Southerners are being abducted and killed every day by the bandits that the government has now finally proscribed. But even as they proscribe them, the government will not prosecute them. You see, it's one thing to say you proscribe somebody, audio proscribing. It's another to now arrest and prosecute and jail those who are killing. And the government of this country, contraption Nigeria, will never prosecute a single Fulani man. They will never, because they're the ones who are doing the killing. And this is why I'm saying to you, it is up to us to protect our lives. In our communities, don't wait even for those of us in diaspora. You take it upon yourselves. Because if you don't protect your lives collectively, you cannot make a change. We cannot make a change. We need people who are alive, who are conscious and being able to now go forward and go for self-determination, go via referendum. Before we get to referendum, you have to be alive first. That is why vigilante groups is essential. The government, Buhari cannot go on the roads to Zamfara from Kaduna or Kano where he was. He couldn't go on the roads. He said the helicopter was, but he couldn't go. He's making excuses. So that tells you the president of that country cannot go on the road. He should already have been impeached. He should already have been impeached. But they will not impeach because it is all party government. You know, it's not them government. You know, they are there to line their pockets with our money. So I'm trying to make sure you understand the fraud that is being prosecuted, that is being carried out on us on a daily basis. They have failed. They do not provide electricity. All of the money that they've used to say, oh, we're going to build electricity. In 1980, you remember I showed you that picture where they said 1986 was the last year where we would have no. Let me get that picture out. I don't want to just talk about it. Let me get that picture out. 1 minute. These guys are a bunch of failures, and we need to get on with our lives and make sure we expose their lies. Now let me see if I can find it. 1 second, please. I have it somewhere. I just need to find it. It will come up in a minute. And this is why we have to go for Yoruba Nation, because the bunch of crooks in power, they really do not care about you and I. All they want to do is to is to just continue to impose this injustice upon us. So I hope I can find it. 1 second, please. I know I have it. I know I have it somewhere. I mean, did you hear about the one where Tinubu says, "Oh, he will recruit 50 million Nigerians into the citizens into the army"? I mean, so is that a promise? The army should be protecting us. They haven't. So for him to actually admit that, to say they will recruit 50 million, that means that he knows that Buhari has not recruited enough people into the army or the police. That is an admission of failure right there. Do you know that? I hope you understand that. That's an admission of failure. Now let's I beg your pardon. Just trying to find this picture, which I had put up somewhere some time ago. Let me just see if I can find it. 1 second. Is it here? No. Okay. I think I will. There's another way I'll do it. Give me a second, please. I'm just gonna. Let me quickly just find this for you. Now, put this picture to every single one of them. Put it in front of them. There's nowhere for them to hide. All of them collectively, they have nowhere to hide. Where is it? There is it. 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna do two things. I'll bring this one here. I'll forward that. Just give me a minute, okay. Then I'll bring another one. I'm hoping that I can get you the other one so you can see the fraud. They are all refusing to talk about one thing. If you look at what they're doing, and I want to bring this to your attention, and ask every single senator, House of Rep, House of Assembly, ask them about this issue. You will see it come up in a minute, and I'll put it up. Now, here we go. So, let me just go here and put that in there. It doesn't matter. I'll just put it, and I'll bring it up now. You'll see it come up. Okay, now. 1 minute. Now, okay. Now, you see, this was back in 1986. And I will continue to bring this up for us all to be aware of the fraud that they've prosecuted on us. Let me see. It says here, let us call Mariam to save lives by letting Nigerians the truth, telling Nigerians the truth about the passing of her husband in 2017. Exactly. But you see, they will not come out and do that. They will not. Let's not hold our breath on that. I'm afraid they won't. They won't. What the best thing we can do now is get our people to protect their own lives. So now, let us carry on. Continue. Please continue to subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Now watch this. Now you see, this was in 1986. It says here. Let me do this. So it says here, NEPA, no more blackout, 1986 deadline. Let us ask all of them, including Buhari. Let us ask all of them, including Buhari, why is it that we are in as far back as 1986, over 25 years. In fact, over 30 years, 96, 06, 16. So it's 30, 37, 38 years. 38 years. So let's just do this. So I'm going to just delete that one. I'm going to remove all that. So now, so I want you all to just keep asking this question. 38 years now, 86. Yeah. So 36 years. 36 years. It's 36 years. So now, 96, 06, 16. 36 years, beg your pardon. 36 years since they made that promise. Where is the money that they put on? We know that Obasanjo received $16 billion for electricity. We know that in 1996, in 1982, 83 or something, in the 1980s, when Babangida was in power, he paid 20 billion for us to go and join the Islamic Organization of Africa, SOA, whatever they call it. Where is all those money? Till date, we have no electricity in our land. Can you not see that these people are intent on enslaving us? Can you not see that? So this is back in 1986. So you can see it says here, you see that it says 1986 there. That is what we need to confront them with. This bunch of liars. And this is enough reason for us to go for and demand for referendum now. A referendum now. So now let us get one more thing in place. One more thing in place. Now let me just do one more thing. Let me do one more thing because I just want to bring it to your attention. We've been living in darkness and these people know that they stole from us. Incidentally, by the way, I will talk about the refineries in a little bit more detail as well. But let's just do something first. Before we do that, where is it? Instead of, when we talk about protecting the people, these people are nowhere to be found. The politicians in power. But suddenly, when it comes to elections, and this is why we should say no to election. The election is, they're lining their pocket with our money. That's what they're doing. They're lining their pockets with our money. Where was it now? I'm trying to find something for you, and I just seem to have lost it. 1 second, please. Where is it? Where is it? No. I'm going to talk to you about a few more things and why we should go for self-determination. We cannot allow or continue to accept this injustice from the bunch of crooks in power. Where is it now? It's just escaped me. It'll come back. I'll get it back. Don't worry. Oh yes. It was the pyramids. Yeah, I did send it. 1 minute, please. There is something else that I also want you to be aware of. I don't know if I've sent it. Let me just send this to you. And you shouldn't be eating that. By the way, what I'm about to show you, when it comes up, if it comes up, please be aware and avoid the eating of such things. Because these people, what they've done to us is unacceptable, unforgivable. It is unjust. It is unfair. And we must, what's the word? We must reject it. Our people are reduced to eating, stuff that are not healthy. They are putting stuff in our food. They are making sure the people who are telling us we have to be one Nigeria, they are not allowing us to have freedom to be able to, what's the word? To grow our own food in our own land. They are sending in the cows to destroy our crops. How many? Let me ask you a question. How many farmers in the South has been compensated for the destruction of their crops? How many of those farmers killed? How many families of the farmers that have been killed? How many have received? How many of them have received compensation? Ask yourself those questions. Ask yourself those salient questions, and you will find that the fraudsters in government, they are doing everything to make sure that you never question them. Now let me do this for you. Let me forward it. I want to show you something. Those two. So that one. So go back here. Select that one. Sorry. Select that one. And I wanted to show you to show you their lies. Oh, that's why I'm trying to do this. So bear with me. To show you their lies. They tell us that they put you at first, and it's all lies. It's all a bunch of lies. They are taking our money and impoverishing us. And it's time we woke up and confronted this injustice. Ladies and gentlemen, you're of course watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. To these people, truth is now a foreign currency. It is not something that they believe in, and they just want to use it to line their pockets. They're not interested in your safety nor your security. They just want to take what should be used to fix our roads, our electricity, our water, our our healthcare, and line their pockets. And if anybody asks them a question, oh, no, you can't ask any questions. You cannot ask a question because it is not right. You mustn't ask a question. Now, let me show you. So, again, this is a thing that I want you to look at. Just ask that question. Why is it since 36 years now? Yeah? 36 years now that these people have failed. 36 years. They have failed to provide us with electricity. And they've stolen billions and billions and billions. They keep telling you it'll be better next year. It'll be better next year. It'll be better next year. It's all lies. Now I want you to look at this picture. Let me save this down quickly. Save it down. So I'm just gonna, okay, yeah, that's fine. It doesn't matter. I'll do that. Then I'll just bring it up the other way. Okay. Now let me show you. So this is on electricity. That's why, you see, a place that doesn't have electricity, you cannot have any development. As much as you can, your car factory will need constant energy. Shoe factory will need constant energy. Drinks factory will need constant energy. But when you are really resorting to petrol, what they're doing is selling petrol for the generators. They want to make money. They don't care about the economy. They just want to loot, and loot. And that is what is happening to us. So let me take this away. Now, you remember they showed you, I'm going to move this one now. Remember they showed you the pile of rice. Let's go, no, not that one. By the way, look at this sign here. It says here, how can a bag of rice be more than minimum wage? What they are telling you, the minimum wage is now what? 30,000 naira. A bag of rice is worth over 30,000 naira. So every month, your wage will go on paying for a bag of rice. So how are you supposed to get water, electricity, traveling costs, hospital care for your family? And you say you have a government. A bag of rice. This is why we're saying referendum now. Referendum now. We're saying that. Let me see if I can find that sign that says it. 1 second. No. So look at the sign. How can a bag of rice be more than minimum wage? How? I'm asking how. Now let's go and look at the bag of rice, because we have to ask that question. Now, remember that they came. Before I do that, let me bring the picture of the bag of rice out. Back in 2016, 2015 or 2016 or something like that, or 2018. Remember this bag of rice. Remember this picture. Is that it? Yeah. Remember, that was under Amosun. And in fact, let me do one more thing, because I don't want to just say it alone. I want to really back it up. So let us go and get the full picture, so you know the fraud that was done. So you know the real fraud that was done. So you know the whole fraud. Here we go. Now, not that one. Is that it? Yeah. Let's forward it. So you will see it come up in a minute. because I want you to. That is even a much more powerful message than I was going to try and say. So now, because if it's all about context, if you get it right, then you can. Then we can really, you know. So now, you will see that picture there. You will see that picture there as part of this new one I'm going to show you now. So let's go here now. Okay. Now, see, let me just do that for a minute. Remember, I think 2015, 2016, thereabout, or 2018, I think it was. Amosun was standing in front of those rice. Can you see the colors? Can you see that they're similar? You see the back there? Can you see? They're similar. He was standing in front of a pyramid. And look, we've done pyramid rice, this and that. That's what they did. And what we're saying is the new one is likely to be the same plan as well. Now watch this little video, this little clip. Let's watch this little clip. See? Can you see that? You see? They're showing us. They're showing us all this, eh? Can you see? Now I'm gonna go back there. If we had this much rice, I'm gonna pause it here. Sorry. Let me do this. If we had this much rice that they're showing, all these pyramids, if we had this much rice, then they need to explain to us why a bag of rice is more than minimum wage. Don't you think? Wouldn't you agree that they need to explain to us why a bag of rice, they need to explain to us why a bag of rice is more than minimum wage? They need to. Don't you think? What are your thoughts? How do you see this? How do you see this? So these are the questions that we're asking. Ladies and gentlemen, you're of course watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. We're trying to build this platform up. We need my fellow Igbo brothers and Biafrans and Middle Beltans to join this broadcast, along with my Yoruba brothers, because the current language that we're using is of course this English language, which is a foreign language. We'll talk about that later on. But to be able to get a message out about vigilante groups projecting ourselves across the South, we need this platform to continue to build and grow. Facebook is not reliable. I'm going to try something now as I'm talking to you. I'm going to try and go on Facebook, and you will see what will happen. It may, I hope it doesn't knock out this thing, but I'm going to try something. Let's try it anyway. So I'm going to do something as I'm talking to you. Let's go here. So I'm going to, okay, so 1 second. Let me just, I'm going to try and go on, no, not that. Okay, so now, so watch this now. So I want you to consider that they're telling us that we got a bag of rice, you know. They need an explanation. They do. Exactly. They need to be explained. How come if you say you have this much bag of rice and you're showing us bag of rice like this, you're showing us that. They need to explain to us why a bag of rice is more than a minimum wage. You know. So let's do this quickly, and I'm going to try and hopefully get in there. So I'm taking a risk by going onto Citizen A, onto the Citizen A on Facebook now. It is likely, but if it does go, I will come straight back, and that will confirm to you that Facebook are blocking me and people are there doing whatever. So let me just, I'm going to try and show this, and I'll talk about things a bit, you know. Let me see if it will work. So let's have a look at this. So they need to explain to us, if they say we have this much bag of rice flying around, how come bag of rice is 30,000 is more than minimum wage? You know, this is, you know. So 1 minute. I'm just gonna try something here. I'm hoping that it will work. As ever, I'm encouraging my Southern brothers, Middle Beltans, Igbos, and Yorubas to set up vigilante groups to protect our life. The government is not doing it. They've left us at the mercy of the bandits who are killing us on a daily basis, who are abducting and taking ransom, and nobody is arresting them. And we need to defend ourselves. And when we defend ourselves, we can then go about working towards referendum. We need as many of you to survive this ordeal so that we can stand together and go for referendum now. Now, I'm going to try and do something here. Let's watch what this happens. So, now you will see what will happen in a minute when I do this. So, now, okay. Now, I'm going to try something. I know I'm just trying something here, but you will see what will happen in a minute. I'm going to do this. Now, let's see. Okay, now. Okay, let me just see what will happen. I'm trying to get this working. Okay, it says go live. Now, it may knock out this stuff, but I've been on Facebook, I've been on YouTube for some time now, so you will see what was happening. So let us see what will happen. But like I said, I'm just showing you the so-called rice pyramids. The picture you see. Morning to those of you who are joining me on Facebook. If you're just joining, be prepared that Facebook may bring the broadcast down. It may be brought down abruptly at any time, at any point. And we have no control over that as we speak. But I'm going to try and see. I'm trying to test it out to see what is happening. So basically, you will see if it starts breaking up and you have it's interrupted. Straight away, it's slowing down. It is not going ahead and giving you the information as it should. It isn't coming out. The audio is not happening. The other side, the audio was fine. There was no problem with the audio. But now you can see it is somewhat. Yeah. Can you all hear me? Can you hear me at all? Aha. You see no sound. There we go. No sound. 1 minute. Yeah, there's no sound. I know. I'm going to try and come back and sort that out. I'm trying to sort that out. Beg your pardon. So, 1 minute. Oh, can you hear me? 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 1 minute. Oh, you see, this is what I'm saying. This is the problem I've been facing. Yeah. Volume, please. I know I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to work on it. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can hear me here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, you can hear it now. Yes, we can see it. Okay, good. Okay. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I can see that now. Okay, now, so we are back on. So now, good morning to those of you who are watching us on Twitter, on Facebook. Good morning to you all. We are trying to test the system. Don't be surprised if the system suddenly breaks down because Facebook has been blocking us for the last few days. So we are trying a few things, but you know, so good morning to you all. Good morning, Loi. I'm all the way from Australia. I see one of our sisters in Australia there supporting the movement. We support the Aborigines and the right to their own land. So good morning to you there. And thank you for supporting the struggle in that way. And we have to speak for all the indigenous people around the world because for too long they've been oppressed and suppressed, and now is our time. The age of Aquarius, or the age of awareness is upon us, and we must all speak up. We must all speak up and not accept this injustice. Now, for those of you who are joining us on Facebook, let's take the opportunity to go back to the first thing we did earlier on, and let's do this and talk about this and see what you think. just yesterday, you saw Bubu. By the way, have you all noticed? Have you all noticed that Bubu have you noticed that Bubu is it looks couldn't fly to he said his helicopter was a problem, so he couldn't fly to Zamfara from I think it's Kano. So what about the roads? But he's the president now. He should be able to travel on road. If he's the president of Nigeria, why can't he go on the road from Kano to Kaduna to Zamfara? Why? Australia Aborigine, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, my sister. You're absolutely right. Yes. So Lolo, you are right. Yes. So yeah. Aborigine treaty, Australian Aboriginal treaty now. Indeed. We support that. So we speak for every indigenous people that have been oppressed and suppressed. And we need to continue to support ourselves. And likewise, that is what we're saying. The key to Africa is actually in freeing and dismantling contraption Nigeria. If you free Yorubas and Igbos and Middle Belt from the contraption, the whole of Africa will actually be free. And that actually has a chain reaction. It will have a chain reaction. This is why we need to speak. The right to self-determination is so important. To have three of the major population indigenous people enslaved in a nation that they have no part. Bandits are greater than Nigeria. Yeah, the bandits are greater than Nigeria. Exactly. So now let us go and listen to what Bubu said. Here we go. Please do be aware that Facebook can bring down this broadcast at any time. If they do, I'll try and come back. But here we go.
My dear people of Zamfara State, it pains me that I can no longer be with you today as I had planned. I had just finished what I came to do in Sokoto at the Bua Cement facility and looking forward to meeting you. I have been told that the trip cannot hold anymore because of bad weather, which has made it impossible for the helicopter to fly to Gusau from Sokoto. I understand how you feel about this development.
So he cannot fly from Sokoto to he cannot fly from Sokoto to Zamfara because of bad weather. But what about the roads? I thought you said Nigeria is. I thought you said you're the president of Nigeria. Why can't you travel by road in your own in that contraption? Why can't you travel? Have we all asked that question? And also, why have you noticed there's a different look on this guy's face than the last one? Than the one that's. Let me show you something. Let me just bring this one. What do you guys? I will keep asking. We need to ask a question. Please don't presuppose anything. But look. Oh, what do you think? I don't know. What do you think? So we don't know which is which. But anyway, put that to one side. Now, the question, why can he not travel by road from Sokoto to Zamfara? I'm sure they could have flown the helicopter to another nearby place and then get on the road down. This is an excuse. I don't know. What do you guys, what is your take? What is your take on this? What do you think? Very, very different. Thank you. Let me put it back again. I don't know what else to say. I told you they may attack it. I told you they may come for it. And believe you me, it is already happening. I told you they may come for it, and it is already happening. I told you they may come for it. I told you. You see, I told you they may come for it. This is This is what I keep saying. So the broadcast is slowing up somewhat. When you start seeing it slowing up, it means that somebody is doing some attacking on it. They don't want it to work, and that is why we have been. I urge you all, those of you watching now, join us on clearly intent on blocking us. They're clearly intent on blocking the platform, and that is why we are saying join us on YouTube. So this is what I keep saying. When we're talking for a while, suddenly it will break. Those of you watching now, there's 70 people watching us on Facebook. Please go right now. Let me give you the link for, good morning to you. Facebook have been bringing me down every time I come in. That's why subscribe. Please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube now. So,
successful one. I look forward to a more weather-friendly period when I will visit you.
please subscribe to Citizen AY on
Security
YouTube.
agencies are to sustain the onslaught against terrorists, restrict cross-border boundary infiltrations, and all unauthorized access to the gold mines in the state. The federal government and the Zamfara state government are working to ensure that peace returns to all parts of the state in the shortest possible time, and we expect all citizens to cooperate and support the armed forces and other security agencies. God bless the people of Zamfara state.
You see that now. So the long and short of it, Bubu, we don't know which one is which. I will let you be the judge. I don't know. I don't know. I am not saying anything more. I'm just going to put it there. You tell me yourself. You keep looking at it. You come draw your own conclusions. Me, I don't know. But I don't know. For me, something doesn't look right. They are not the same men. These two are not the same. But hey, we leave it there. I just want you to know that your government, your president cannot travel from one state to another, making excuses live. He make an excuse live to the people. What is wrong with traveling by road? What is wrong with traveling by road? Could it be that the terrorists are on the road and he's afraid of his own life in his own country? That's a demonstration of fear. That is displaying the fear that the people are feeling every day. People are being kidnapped on a daily basis on our roads. They are being killed. Women are being raped. No church, no mosque. There is no church, there is no mosque safe in contraction Nigeria as we speak. Let me repeat. There is no church, there is no mosque, there is no safety for anybody in contraction Nigeria. Particularly if you're a southerner, your life is being taken. If you're not a Fulani man in contraction Nigeria, your life is being taken. And all of these lies they're telling us, we've proscribed them. They have yet to prosecute and jail the terrorists, the bandits. They've yet to prosecute and jail the bandits. And that's a problem, Exactly. Allah knows best. Exactly. What is Allah knows best in order? Don't think I'm saying this for the sake of it. Listen to this. Listen to him here. Who is it?
With your governor,
Let me see.
I understand the weather, which has made it impossible for the helicopter to fly to Gusau from Sokoto. I understand how you feel about this development, but I know that you will agree with me that Allah knows best.
Why is the point? Allah knows best? You are supposed to fix the roads. You are the one, you're the commander-in-chief. You are the commander-in-chief of that contraption. And you are coming on live TV and saying Allah knows best. Is that the kind of governance that Nigerians are happy with? The so-called Nigerians. By the way, speaking about the issue of Nigeria, the people that own Nigeria are the people that created Nigeria. They are the ones who have the certificate of ownership, the C of O. You and I, as citizens of that contraption, we have no say. You know why? Because the people who created it, they are working in cahoots with this Fulanized government to oppress and suppress us in our own land. We have no access to our own resources. The people who created contraption Nigeria by oppressing and suppressing and killing our ancestors and taking our land by force. They are denying us access to good quality of life, i.e., good roads, water, light, schools, bridges, hospitals. That is what they're denying us on a daily basis. Our people are suffering. Those of us who are in diaspora, we're having to send money home. I am sending money home every month, as are many of us every month. In fact, every week, we're having to send money to sustain the lives of our families back home. I kid you not. Every single week. And this is the fact that the people in government are refusing to acknowledge. And this is why we are totally justified in clamoring for referendum. We need referendum. But my people, before you go ahead with referendum, you have to be alive first. To be alive, you need to get vigilante group together. Your president has just said, Allah knows best. Let me play it again. And then I will tell you why you need to defend yourselves with vigilante groups. Here we go. Let's play it. Listen.
With me, that Allah knows best.
That is your president telling you Allah knows best. He cannot go to Zamfara for whatever reason, but he cannot, because of helicopter, but he cannot go on the roads. And he says to his people, Allah knows best. We didn't pay you to give us a sermon as a Muslim cleric. Because when you say Allah knows best, you are talking like a Muslim cleric. You are supposed to be the president of Nigeria, not giving us a Muslim sermon live on about why you cannot come to a place. You are making excuses. And the fact that the president does not feel safe on our roads is clear evidence that we, the people, must defend our lives. Every southerner right now, please, I urge you, go and set up vigilante groups in your communities and defend your life. You've seen your president tells you about the inability to come down from Sokoto to Zamfara. Allah knows best. Let's play it again. Let's play it again. Let's play it.
This development, but I know that you will agree with me that Allah knows best.
That is your president. I will keep playing this bit if you wanted to hear a sermon about Allah, you should be hearing from that in the church. It shouldn't be coming from the lips of the president of Nigeria. And this is, take your fitness seriously. Exactly. Take your fitness seriously. This is what we are saying. Vigilante groups, do not wait. If your president does not feel safe to travel from Sokoto to Zamfara on the roads in contraption Nigeria, should you feel safe from him telling you everything is okay, they're protecting you? Your president does not feel safe traveling on the road from Sokoto to Zamfara. That should tell you that every southerner now, every state in the south, we need to come together. We need to create vigilante groups. Do not wait for the senators. Do not wait for the governors. Do not wait for the House of Reps. Do not wait for assemblymen. Do not wait for local chairman. Do not wait for councillor. Do not wait. Defend your life. Defend your life. That is your number one task. Every single southerner, defend your life. Do everything in your power. Every means that you can, by any means necessary, defend your life. Because that life is what we will need. You being alive, we will be able to come and stand together and clamor for referendum now. In every state, I'm going to put something up. In every state across the South, we have minerals. We have minerals that you should not want for anything. You should not want for anything. Let me show you something quickly. Let me show you something. I don't want to just say it and it's just, so let me just put this here. Taking it down. We will come back. They've taken it down. This is what I mean. Subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. This is what I mean. They've taken it down. You see? You see now? You see now? Guys, they took it down. They've taken it down. I want you to please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Please, they took it down. It's back on, but they took it down. You can see it's been attacked. So you can see that it's been attacked. And this is why I'm urging you, subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube now. If you're on other platforms as well, I urge you, please subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Do not wait. These people are out to they are out to frustrate. They don't like the facts of what we're speaking truth to power. That we should not want for anything in that place. I'm telling you categorically. We should not want for a single thing. But please subscribe to Citizen AY because what they're doing is making it difficult. Yeah, that's it. So please, I'm talking to you now. Those of you on all the other platforms, Oduduwa TV Radio, please go to Citizen AY on YouTube. Those of you on Oduduwa Niwashewa, go to Citizen AY on YouTube. Click on it, subscribe, because they are blocking the broadcast. They're bringing it down. They are trying to bring it down. We're still going to go on. We'll go on for as long as we can. But I want you to listen to the words of your president nonetheless. I'll bring this away and I'll bring that statement again. Listen to the words of your own president. Allah best. Listen.
But I know you will agree with me that
Not a religious sermon. Your job is nothing. Section 10 says